up, you guys? We are back for episode 6 of Ambitions. What about your friends? Are they gonna be around? Okay, anyway, so we start off with Amara talking to Damien, and Damien's still lying about why he's in Atlanta, telling her, trust me, I'm not here to cause harm to you or Titus, which we know is a lie because it's like, nigga, last episode you was all around her house putting cameras in there or whatever you was doing, sniffing underwear, being trifling, like you dare to do something. But of course she don't know that, so it's just like, go home. She keep telling him that, like, go home, Roger. Leave me and my husband alone. You didn't just so happen to come to Atlanta. You could have been transferred anywhere, but you're transferred to where I am at, keeping my eye on you. Then we have Stephanie going back to Greg's office, and he's like, back for seconds. And she played him dust. She's like, I don't know what you're talking about. I ain't thinking about it no more. And he said he thought of it as hot, sweaty swirl sex. Swirl sex. That would have been enough for me. I was like, I can't believe I gave you something, because that would have completely turned me off. Swirl sex. Like, okay, yeah, you're white and I'm black, but I don't need you to focus on that and tell me that we had hot, sweaty swirl sex. I was stuck on that for a good minute, because I was just like, white people, y'all get on my nerves. So she hands him a stack of paper. He's like, what is this? She said, you need to clean up your image. The public sees you as a thug in a suit. People are scared of you, and that's not good for people wanting to do business with you, because you're intimidating. So just because you have on a suit don't make you a good guy or make people want to do business with you. So clean that up and we can talk. Okay. Then they start kissing again, and she's like, you want some candy, and I got a sweet tooth, and I could have did without it. And it's like she pushed him away, but that skirt, that was a badass skirt, Robin. But she like, cause it's that zipper skirt, so she zips it up and says, well, lucky for you, the buffet is open. So of course he like get on his knees. That head looked like it hurt. Like, if that was a real, I'm like, don't attack me like that, because the way his head was moving, and I'm like, I pushed him away. Move. You don't treat her like that. Like, don't. That's why I'm like, sometimes when they do sex scenes, they don't make it look realistic. So it's just like, if you giving somebody head, like, you would get punched in your head, the top of your head. Like, back up. Don't attack her like that. Like, So then we have Bella coming home, and Roderick like leaning up against her door because he all broke down. And she's like, oh my God, what happened? Whatever. So he's like, you little... It was funny, y'all. So it's just like, you really sitting there with your ass kicked, calling him all type of bitches and saying that, he just stood there and watched as they beat you up. And just like I thought, which I said it could have been one or two possibilities, but it was the camera in his watch, and he recorded the whole thing. So he shows it to Bella, and she's like, what are you gonna do with that? He's like, because he's suspended from his show for saying what he said about the mayor. And so he like, as soon as I go back to work, it's on. He finna get exposed. And she's like, or we can blackmail him. What is wrong with me? I cannot speak. He's like, no, I'm letting everybody see what type of, what did he call it? He called him the thug in chief that we have. So she's like, no, I'm putting him on blast so everybody can know what type of person he is. And I'm jumping ahead, but Amora said it. She was like, they started out buddy, Roderick and the mayor, but now he's bashing him on his show. So there's something to that. Which is true, because it's just like earlier when Roderick rescued Bella with her shoot or whatever, and the mayor came down there and told him he wanted him for a project, he couldn't believe it. He was all ready to jump on board with the mayor. But it's like, now you saying stuff about him? Like, yeah, what happened there? I know Amora thinking it's something to do with the mayor's illegal activities, but it's like, nah, It's really a bitch that got them going at each other like that. Um, so then we have Amora talking to her boss, and she's like, can you not tell him about my, oh, because I skipped that part in the beginning. It's like Damien knew about her project of looking into the mirror. So she tells her boss, can you not tell him what I'm doing? Don't put him on none of my cases. I told you when I first got here, I work alone. So let me be alone in my business. And her boss like, am I missing something? Like, what's the problem? And I'm more about to tell her, like, back in Birmingham, and Damien come in like, we had a project that landed us, what I want to say, like a promotion or got us in high regard or whatever. And the boss is like, good, and I'm gonna let y'all talk this weird shit that y'all got going on out, and I'm just happy to have both y'all on board. It's like, as soon as the boss walked away, he's like, I know you was not about to ruin both of our careers by telling her what happened back in Birmingham. Like, girl, it's over with. Let it be gone. You said you done, I'm done too. Like, so you finna ruin both of our lives telling what happened? Because it seems like even the people back in Birmingham in the office don't even know what's going on. It's just between Titus, Amara, and Damien that know. And so he like, you don't work too hard to gain your position. Don't let what happened, cloud your judgment and have you ruining everything that you worked for. Because it would be her telling on herself and ruining herself. She could not blame him because it's just like, girl, shut up. Then we have Rondell at her diner and Councilman Hamilton coming to visit her to give her a ticket to Marilyn Barnes Summit that she's having this year about all powerful women, and the who's who in Atlanta will be there or coming from somewhere else. A woman who's about something will be there. So he got her a ticket to go. But the only thing I actually wrote down about this, because I didn't even write that down, because like I said, Rondell's storyline is boring. I thought I would be excited because it's like, oh, plus size girl, oh, let me see what she about. But it's just like, she get on my nerves. And it's just like all the people I thought I would be getting along with or be here for. It's just like, I wish you would shut up. Cause isn't Thelma's Place a diner? I said all that to say there's like liquor lined up along the shelf, like a top shelf, and I'm like, what type of diner has liquor? So I'm just like, is it an actual restaurant or is it just a diner that people supposed to come in and get soul food from and leave? I really don't know. Then we're to Titus and Amara, and Titus is back on the Damien train. Like, did you see him at work today? And I'm like, Amara, I'm like, are you, this what we gonna do every time we see each other? You gonna ask me about him? Do you want to sleep with Damian Collins? Like, that's how much he on your mind. Like, yeah, I messed up, but I'm on to something else. So you just continue to bring him up in our conversation, it's gonna be a problem. So it's just like, that's annoying. Like, I'm not finna keep doing this with you. He like, you need to get him something back. It's just like, how much power do you think I have? I can't send him away without telling my business, and in the end, that don't guarantee that he gonna leave. I might end up fired. And then he's like, well, you need to quit. She like, and I would have looked at him like that too, like, you're lying. And you got me fucked up is what you got me. Because quitting, I'm not quitting my job. You can get that out of here. Like, no. Me quit my job because my ex little side piece is here. That's just something you're going to have to chalk it up and deal with. Because that goes back to the conversation again. Of when you said you forgave me and we was working on this, you let all that go. And if you can't let it go, then let me know so I can go. Because this back and forth ain't finna keep happening. Just, you can let that go. And then we see them, because I write down Mayor Lancaster, but I like to call him Lil Evan. So we got Lil Evan in his mayor's office, talking on the phone. Then he tells his assistant to send whoever's supposed to come. We see Greg like, I don't appreciate being told to wait. I'm a very busy person. Like, you want to see me, I don't want to see you, so what can I do for you? Excuse me. He's like, I want that concession, and just my honest. I'll be glad when the concession comes, like however they determine who gets it. I'll be glad when that comes because I'm so tired of hearing about this airport concession. I'm sick of it. They can get rid of that. And so he's like, I can't guarantee that to you. The only thing I can do is tell the board when they get ready to talk about who's going to get it, just make sure they pay close attention to you. And that's the best I can offer you. And he's like, well, maybe you and your wife need to have a conversation because, excuse me, I'm hearing two different things from two different Lancasters. And then Stephanie comes in and she's like, what am I missing? And he's like, you and your husband need to compare notes and make sure y'all on the same page when it comes to this airport concession and giving me what I want. And so, then we have Stephanie and Lil Evan, talking, and he's like, you got something you want to tell me? Are you promising him something that there's no guarantee that he will actually get? And she's like, well, his investors, they need Thelma's place. To take that whole block. They want the whole block, not just everything else on the block except for Thelma's place. No, Thelma's place needs to be ours too. And I finally remembered the name of the company, or they said it again, and I wrote it down this time. It's Belta New Electric. That's the name of Marvin's company that they're trying to get to come to Atlanta. And then we have Stephanie at home. And, somebody knocks on the door. It's like, who is it? And it's Marilyn. And she comes in and she's like, I'm rescinding. I'm so sorry. I'm so terrible with words, but I'm smart, I swear. She's like, look, let me be ghetto with it. I'm taking back your invitation. And I'm removing you from the board of directors. And Stephanie's like, she's the smallest teacup ever. And she taking like the biggest sip. It's like, girl, ain't nothing in that cup. You can let that go. Like, you try to be cute and fancy with this little bitty cup, but after you take one sip, it's gone. But she took a sip. She's like, girl, no, you ain't. Did you forget that I'm blackmailing you? Like, I'm not going nowhere unless you want your sad excuse of a husband to be sad about what you've been doing and what you did in the past. So she had to bring it in real quick. She's like, you got the upper hand right now, but I'm gonna get you in the end. And she just, Stephanie, she ain't worried about it. She a bad bitch. She just like, girl, I got my way. I ain't going nowhere, and you can't make me go nowhere. We learned a white girl's name, the mistress. Her name is Daphne. And it looked like Daphne shaved the side of her head, or she got it pinned down this time, because we get another BDSM scene. And she has a what is it called? Electroshock. It looks so fun. I'm sorry, that's too much for my business. Like she's like, oh, I got a new toy, so she trailing it down his skin, and he's like, come on. So he's a how do I say it? Is it massage? It's the M where you like pain, because there's a sadist and then the M. I can't remember how to say it right now, but I know what I'm talking about. So it's just like you like pain, because even before she brought out the little electroshock, she had cat nails, and she was like, running down his skin that he liked. And so he said something, because she went to try to kiss him, and he like, man, you don't want to do all that? Come on now. And she like, something on your mind. He like, if I wanted to talk, I'd be at home with my wife. Like, I don't come to you to talk. You don't need to know my feelings. What this right here is sex. You don't know your role? And she's like, if I wanted somebody with an attitude, I'd be at home with my husband. He's like, why don't you do that then? Why don't I? So she done got up, put her coat on. He's like, where you come untie me first, so we can both go home. We'll just, we'll come back a later day. She like, put her coat on, done tied it up, and my bad, I had to edit that out because I got caught up in the text message and it messed my whole flow up. So yeah, anyway, she put the ball gag back in his mouth and leaves him there and walks away. So now we're at the Barnes Coalition Power Woman Summit of 2019. And we see everybody. Well, we start off with Amora, which Amora, she looked good. I think she was Well, Stephanie was my favorite because Stephanie my boo. I don't care what nobody say. You know, she like the villain of the show, but I agree. You know what? Can I let me shout out Rambling K because I know she watched my last video and I'm hoping that she watched this one too. That's my sister. I feel like we one and the same because we both. It's like we agree with the villains of shows. It's just like all the goody two shoes. I don't care about that. Cause Stephanie, I love Stephanie. It's just like they can't take my girl. She read all of Parafoy's wife, cause I still don't know her name, and Lori. Like they run into each other, and she told her she's like all that babbling you did on the panel. I just prayed that I wouldn't have to see you at this party. And you know they go back and forth. Skirt. Let's pull over. My ass ain't too fat, but let's pull over. And Lori, these fish earrings. Why? And then this hump hairstyle. I do not like Lori. Lori gets on my nerves. And whoever is styling her for this show, they must hate her. Because these fish earrings, the hump set, that drip, everything about her, just no. Get somebody else, please. She is annoying. It's like she wasn't even saying nothing right here, but it's just looking at her. It's like, ugh, you disgust me. And then who does she talk to next? I think it's cause what she read, Purefoy's wife. She saw Amora, cause she told her like, "What you doing here? You 9 to 5ers. I know y'all enjoy y'all weekend time." And so Amora's like, "Yeah, you know I had to actually work. You just inherited it because your father was a lawyer or whatever." And she's like, "And you had to cheat." And she's like, "Funny you should say that about cheating." Then Marilyn walks up. She's like, "Look, all of us together again." And oh, and then Rondell. I can't stand Rondell, no way. But it's just like she just read everybody down the line. Like, who next? Who wants some? And walked away like a bad bitch. I love. It's like y'all can't take Stephanie. Even as rude as she is, as mean as she is, it's just like y'all can't snap back at her the way she snapped back at y'all. She always got a response for everything and walk away leaving you mad while she not pressed about nothing. You can't take my girl. Then we come back to Roderick fake sleeping on the couch or whatever, and Bella taking care of him, whatever. And I was right about that, about his watch having a camera, because he showed, like, he plugs a USB into her, her computer to show her the video of him standing up, talking about, "Bitch, I'm the mayor of Atlanta. Get him," and him attacking him. And, she wants to bribe him. She's like, "Let's bribe him." And he's like, "No, I want to take him down. I'm not gonna, did I say that already? I feel like I did when cause that didn't even happen the first time. I did. Yeah, I did. I jumped ahead because it's like when he first showed up, she was just like, "You look terrible. Let me take care of you." But I think I already went into him having the camera, wanted to expose him. And so we have Lori and her mom. No, we have Lori and Carly talking. Then her mom walks up like, "The adults could learn something from you two talking." And then Carly's like, "I should go." Then we have the mom, Lori's mom, like, "Keep working her for all the intel that you can get." So we know a couple things. Lori is using Carly, like we said. Her mom knows that she's gay, so that's not a problem with her trying to tell Carly, like, "Let's just stay inside, don't let anybody see us." It's just like, who cares? And then we see, like, when her mom walk away, she just has this look on her face where she appears to be conflicted, like she doesn't want to really use Carly, but she is. Oh, and then we have, like, where's Stephanie gone? I think she was talking to Purefoy's wife again, and then Marilyn walks up and throws the wine on her, but try to act like it's an accident. And she's like, "It would be a shame if you had to leave early." And Stephanie so she goes off to try to clean her dress, and we catch Carly and Stephanie, Carly and Lori in the bathroom together making out. And as they come out, Stephanie's there cleaning off her dress, and she's like, oh, Mom, like, oh my God, I want you to see me like this. And Stephanie, like, the look on her face was like, how could you betray me like this? And so it's just like, leave my daughter alone. Like, leave us alone. We need to talk. And she's like, what you doing? She's like, girl, I don't care about you liking girl. None of you bisexual. Girl, I don't care. She's like, you don't? Girl, y'all stay in Atlanta. Why would she care? It's almost to be expected. No shade to Atlanta. But that's just the city. Like, it's to be expected. She's like, you can like girls, but you can't like that girl. Trying to put her up on game. But of course, Kylie don't want to listen. She swears she know everything. Little hard-headed heifer. Roger gets fired. That's what he get. Like, you just can't go on air talking stuff about the mayor. Of course, something gonna happen to you. Even if people feel the same way you do, you just can't go out saying it on public platforms when it's not your own. So it's like, yeah, you're fired. So Bella's like, this is what he said, I'm just gonna upload it to YouTube. She's like, or we can do it my way, like I said. And he's like, are you sure this is gonna work? She's like, trust me. Bella, she ain't as smart as she likes to think that she is. She just ain't, and she's annoying. So then we see, Stephanie steps to Lori and says, stay away from my daughter. Don't contact her anymore. And then Lori mom come over like, what's going on here? You know, Stephanie slaps Lori. And it's only funny because Lori like got that hard look on her face, like she was about to approach Stephanie and hit her back. But as soon as Carly came around, she said, oh, what was his name? Bernard. If you don't know the movie, don't worry about it. But that was funny. And she's just like, why would you do something this? Like they all was just coming at her. And Stephanie just looking like, everybody calm down. Let's just go get a drink, talk about it, whatever. And she's like, are you, Lori's mom, she's like, you think we finna sit down and talk with you after you just assaulted my daughter? We're pressing charges. And then Lori got hit. She's like, nah, she right. Let's go have a drink. She gonna play it real smart. Like, nah, I see, like, we see each other. In the words of, what is it, Nene Leakes? Because I never really got into Real Housewives. I just see the clips that everybody talk about, and, you know, we laugh and kiki together. I think it was Nene, between Nene and Kenny. We see each other. You know, what? So, yeah, in the mix of the bartender making Stephanie's drink, it's just like, everybody's looking at the glass while the bartender turns away. And you see somebody putting a few drops of something blue into her drink. So it's like, oh, somebody done poisoned Stephanie. Like, y'all can't take my girl on her words. Y'all gotta kill her or try to kill her. So then Bella calls Lil Evan over, and he come in the door. Joaquin, come here, buddy. And it's just like, where my son at? Oh, he's at mom. So he's like, why you playing? You said my son needed me, and I'm here. What? So she showed a video and telling him, like, don't try to hack into his computer because we got backups, and we gonna expose you if you don't give us what we want. So he like, you remember what just happened, right? How I just took everything from you. Do you really want to do this again? She like, do you? And he like, you know, he's like, I can take everything. Like, and if something happened to me, how long you think it's gonna come back and happen to you? And she's like, this is the era of Me Too, Evan, and I can do this and this and this and this. And it's like, you can most definitely say that, but the evidence is gonna come back that either you're lying, you know, well, not either. The evidence is gonna come back that you're lying and that you were a part of this. Because you can say that, and people will go with it until they have evidence. So you got that on your side. As a woman, you can say, he did this to me and made me do this. But if they find out that you're lying, you were a willing participant, that could turn on you in a snap. So you doing something right now, but you ain't going to be able to hold on to it. And it's like, and he's the mayor right now. So it's just like, even if you do get that out, something can still happen to you in the process. That's why I said she's not as smart as she thinks she is. It's just like, you always think you have the upper hand, but then they have ways around it and knocking you down. and they want $750,000 in the concession. That's why I said I'm so tired of this concession. Please, next episode, can we be done with the concession? I'm so sick of hearing about this concession. Rydell don't know how to shut up, because she told Amara at the party that Stephanie approached Daphne. That was another person she talked to about the concession and offering it to Greg or promises. She was like, it's something about the concession and Greg. And then at the end, when Councilman Hamilton comes to her shop, she tells him, so it's like, you just going around telling everybody about Stephanie talking to Daphne about this concession and Greg Peters. So it's just like, everybody know. You don't know how to shut the hell up. Be quiet sometimes. And then, so Amara's at home talking to Ty, which, this confused me, but couples. Cause it's just like, they just laughing and giggling and just talking about the party. And she's like, how all of these components are a part of her investigation, but now it's just like everything is out, but nothing is connected yet. So she got to figure out a way to put all the pieces together and wonder how everything is connected to one another. And they just smiling and grinning. Then next thing you know, it like zooms out and we see that it's a camera. And Damien just sitting at the island eating his, it looked like Chinese food, but I wasn't really sure, watching them. And it reminded me of, if you ever seen or read Addicted by Zane, it kind of gave me that vibe. Like, something wrong with Damien. He is crazy. And then we have, once again, Stephanie talking to Carly, like, trying to tell her, but Carly thinks that they're in love, so she don't want to listen. She just swear her mom talking out the side of her face, so she don't want to hear nothing. And then you got Stephanie like, you know, they're evil people. Every little few words, she coughed and she tried to drink water. And her daughter like, you can't tell me what to do. I'm grown. And she's like, I can tell you what to do as long as you live under my roof. And of course, what do all kids say? Well, I don't have to live under your roof. Deuces, I'm out of here. And then she's just like, Carly, come back. And then the way she could have felt better. But it's just like, I can get you don't want to hurt yourself for real. But it's just like, for the sake of acting, she could have felt better. She felt just like real daintily like. And it's just like, girl, don't nobody believe that. So we end with her collapsing on the floor. And that's it. So let's see what happens next episode. And it looks like Lil Evan gonna find her, and then Amara is going to interview Roderick, and you know, some things are slowly coming together, and we're gonna see what happens. Anyway, I will catch y'all in the next video. I gotta find more stuff to talk about, because right now I'm only doing reviews on ambitions, and I just really don't know what to do. So if anybody's watching this and has any critiques for me or any ideas for me or recommendations, please let me know. I'm just an up-and-coming YouTuber who wants to do better. You know, it's just a little side thing. It's not my main thing. But yeah, if anybody likes my videos, wants to hear me talk about more things, please let me know. Peace.